Hi everyone, this is Jane here from Crystal Sparkles Readings. Just here to pop down our cards for the week. I'm doing this in a slightly different way. I've got the overhead, I've got my iPad doing it overhead. So that's all good, but it gives a little bit less space for me to work with because the camera for some reason on the iPad and the iPhones is so zoomed in. I don't really understand why it's like that, but it is like that. So I think this is the preferable way of doing it currently. Let's just have a little shuffle and see what we've got for next week. Just going to use the usual black and white Faulkner deck and pop down one of those for next week. So next week we have the King of Pentacles. So hopefully I'm getting this within the right area. I've kind of marked it out a little bit with some crystals, so I know that I've got a limited space to work in, fingers crossed, because I can't actually see the camera from where I'm sitting. So it's a mission. Anyway, we move on. The King of Pentacles is our first card that comes up for tomorrow, for next week, the first. I can't get my words out today. I don't know what I'm talking about. Next week, Monday, I think it's the 17th of, I think it's the 17th of January. But anyway, the King of Pentacles is talking about success, really. Having a success after a lot of hard work. The Pentacles cards do tend to be quite hard work. They take their time. It's not like an overnight success, but this is success after you've worked for something. So if you've worked really hard on something, a project, it's a really good card to say that this, at the beginning of this week, is a really good energy for that. So it feels successful at the beginning of the week. It feels like you can make an impact. It feels like there is reward for your success. The King of Pentacles is, he's well rewarded. He's got plenty. In fact, he's got more than enough. So it does suggest that there's a real energy of abundance at the beginning of the week when we've got the King of Pentacles. So I'm just going to have a little shuffle of the Witch's Wisdom deck and put down our other tarot card. Righty-ho. So with our Witch's Wisdom, we've got the Two of Wands. Fabulous card. Love the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands talks about progress. Okay, the Two of Wands is all about moving forward, making progress, and just sort of taking things to the next stage, really. If you think about it, the Ace of Wands is the initial opportunity, the new idea, the new thing coming in, the new project. The Two of Wands, or the Two of Fire in this deck, talks about moving that forward. It can talk about things like making something official, so maybe signing a document. All of that kind of energy goes with the Two of Wands. So really, really nice card for the rest of the week. When I'm looking at this particular card, I am really noticing the fact that we've got snakes in here. They're winding their way up the twig. Snakes are very healing in their energy. People often think about that and just think, oh, how can that be true? But if you look at the symbol that they have on the front of the ambulances, paramedics, cars, all of that, the Caduceus symbol, those are snakes entwined together. So it's a well-known symbol for healing. So excuse me. So although this is not a health reading, I just don't do that. This is talking about healing your energy, your spiritual energy. If it's physical healing, go see whoever you need to see to get that sorted. But in terms of a spiritual card, this is about that kind of spiritual healing, allowing yourself to recover from whatever's been going on around you. So really, really lovely Two of Wands. or Two of Fire. Looks like we've got a lot of success and a lot of progress in the next week, from what I'm looking at here. So I'm also just going to have a little shuffle of the symbolic aura cards that I've been using. I'm just going to have a little shuffle of those and see what we've got with our oracle card for the week. Okay, so this is number 35. I don't know whether we've had this one before, but I feel like I've done this, I've looked at this pathway before. So either I have had this card and I've done it on our weekly cards, or I've had it for myself. So I'm really liking the energy here. What I'm really drawn to is I've got this red energy here, and it's a lot of this red orangey energy here. So the red and orange colours talk about the bottom chakras, so the sacral chakra and the base chakra, or the root chakra. So the root chakra would be red, the next one up is a kind of orangey colour. It's those chakras. So those are the chakras that we have when we are wanting to feel grounded, or we need to feel more grounded. They're the chakras of belonging. Sacral chakra is very creative as well, so creating things, making things happen. The Two of Wands is a very creative card. So we've got that energy of creation going on, being very grounded in the moment, and being practical, but also being very creative. There's also this lovely winding path which is lit. That to me is that path is lit. This is your true path. When something is highlighted in white in a card, it always talks to me about spirit and about that energy of following your spiritual path. So I'm just going to have a look and see what the book says about card number 35 and see what the message is. Okay. So this is talking about a friendship or a partnership. It says here, when a friendship or a partnership comes to an end, it is never easy, especially when you give so much of yourself to its nourishment. You want to see the best in everyone, and I dare say you question yourself over what could be wrong with you. This is part due to a patch of deep cerise to the uppermost left-hand corner of the sky. You've been in a similar situation before. So this is much more talking about people around you than I was picking up with this kind of energy, although the Two of Wands can be talking about a partnership. So let's go on and see what else it has to say in the book. It's about asking yourself if you're in the right partnership, and if you're not in the right partnership, you walk away. So it's very important to make sure that you're in the right relationship, in the right partnership, working with the right people. I would also add to that, because this is much more of a general reading rather than looking at one particular individual. Ask yourself who you have around you, whether the people around you are helping you on this path. Okay, this is the path that we want to be on, this path of light. And also I just still feel that energy of really needing to feel grounded. So if you're feeling a little bit sort of up in the air, do some things that ground you. So that could be anything like baking, cleaning. I hate saying that, but that can help. Being outside in nature, actually putting your feet on the ground. There's loads of really good grounding meditations. I always think of like the tree with the roots going right down into the ground. So yeah, that kind of energy can really help if you're feeling a little bit like you're, as my nan would have said, all anyhow. That's when you're not feeling grounded. So give that a try. I'm just going to pop down one of Brian's deck to go with these three. See what we've got. with Brian. I do want to just say, as I was shuffling those cards, I just got this here. This light at the end of the tunnel is what my guide is saying here. So if you feel like you've been up against it and sort of bashing your head against a bit of a brick wall, it feels to me as if there is light at the end of the tunnel. King of Pentacles would certainly suggest that, and so would the Two of Wands. So certainly got good energy coming in. I'm just going to put down one of Brian's cards. Now, so Brian is saying, grab it while you can. Good news is coming when you least expect it. Take everything that is offered to you. So absolutely fantastic card. There's some really nice energy in here. There's a lot of that red, that orange, that brown, that groundedness. It's funny, I was talking about the roots. There's Brian with his tree. So really, really lovely cards for next week. Looks like it can be really successful. King of Pentacles, very successful card. So hopefully you have enjoyed that. I hope it's worked in the screen, fingers crossed. I'll be back again next week to do a few more bits and pieces, and hopefully you'll be able to join me with that. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Costs you absolutely nothing. Really helps me to be seen. It helps the channel to be seen. If you like this sort of thing, please have a subscribe, and I will see you all next time.